And we are rocking and rolling because we got Halloween coming up. Okay, you guys, we got Halloween, we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, we got New Year's. So my goal is to just have some tools in our back pocket. This is one of them that we're going to go over today. Well, actually, three options I'm going to go over today that are tools in your, could be tools in your back pocket, because they are for us to just help us to find balance through the holidays. It's not to say we can't enjoy the holidays. It's just like I told my people today, my people, I don't know if they listen to me, but I let them know that I want them to enjoy the weekend. Like, go do the things. That's the whole reason why we're trying to take care of ourselves, right? Whole reason why we want to have a reset is so that we can get back on that journey of feeling good about ourselves and being healthy, so that we can do the things we want to do and love to do longer in our life. So if we're not taking care of ourselves, that part of it, 80% of the time, let's just knock it down to even 75% of the time. That amount of time that we get to enjoy the things in life that we love to do, Halloween with our kids. If you're an adult that loves to dress up and go to an adult party, doing those types of things, just speaking about this specific holiday, but Thanksgiving too. Like, how long do you want to be around to be able to do those things? So we're just talking about the 70% of the time. I went down even more. 70% of the time, by the time I get done this cosplay, 60% of the time, guys, we gotta be healthy. Started, like wherever we're at. So, but seriously, this is just a little bit of your life right now that we're talking about, like getting back into it after the holiday, after this Halloween holiday, and then finding balance again to Thanksgiving. And then we'll reflect about it and see how we did, and then see how you feel after Thanksgiving. Maybe you want to do the same thing. Maybe you now have the tools and you're a part of the community that I'm going to show you today to keep that journey going for you. Okay, so just say you got things planned. You want to have a plan to come back in after the weekend. You got a party, you got the kids stuff. You know that you're going to maybe indulge a little bit here and there, and you want to have tools. You don't really have them, or you have the tools, but you need someone to help you to use them again, right? That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so we're doing a little cleanup after the holiday here. If you've been invited to the event, I forget what it actually says. Post-Halloween clean week, because we're going to start with this right here, a 3-day refresh, and then we're going to just keep going, because it doesn't stop after that. Like, this is not a quick fix. This is a jump start into, all right, now remember, I want to eat this way, feel better, I have more energy, right? So if you have not, I'm going to end this poll. Thank you for LeBon for participating. She's our poll winner. She's our Spirit Week winner. Oh my God. And she runs her business from the closet. I tell you what, we can do this, people. We can do this. Okay. So if you have not been put into the Snoop group yet, get in here. If you're like, what is this? What? The person that invited you, say, hey, put me in that Snoop group, because all the information's here. I'm not gonna play the videos. It's all right here. Just go to school for 10 minutes. In and out. And at the end of it, we'll go over this at the end of the call. Actually, it has the pricing right there for you. So we ain't trying to hide nothing from you. It's all right there, but it's so valuable, because you're not just you could go somewhere else and be like, all right, I'll pay that for 3 days and then be done. We're not offering that to you. We're offering a jumpstart to a lifestyle change. So you're stuck with us. Sorry. So get into this group. It's called the VIP Snoop group. When you get in here, it looks like this at the top. And then you just go to guides. It's not like a regular group where you post and share and da-da-da-da. No, you just get in here, go through the guides. There's 5. At the last one, tag your coach or whoever got you into this group, tag them so they know you're done. Say done. That's step 1. Step 2 is to actually go to them and say, hey, right, exactly. It's all about lifestyle. No quick fixes here, okay? So after you're done, this last one, message your coach or your friend and say, hey, I'm done. And I would like to move forward in our conversation and see what next steps, right? Or maybe you're like, this isn't for me. That's okay too. All right, so we're gonna review a little bit about the whole picture, and I'm gonna zip zap through this. If you have questions that pop up, again, reach out to the person that invited you. But I wanna show you a little bit behind the scenes of what we do. as a coach team, because I feel like if you get in the door, even if you start with 3-day refresh with Shakeology and your nutrition, start as a coach. Don't start, and it doesn't mean you have to do what we do. It means you have that connection to people who have leveled up already. So they are more serious about what they want to do. Hi, Brandy. What they want to do and what they want to achieve, and the healthy lifestyle they want to live. So start as a coach, and you may or may not do it, and that's fine, right? At least get that discount, y'all. Get that discount. Get in the door. Start as a coach, and you're connected to the community who wants to help others. That may be the path for you. So you might as well just get in the door with that versus having to pay for it later, because we get in without having to pay that at the very beginning. You have a little bit of a coach fee, which is ridiculous for the amount of income that you can be making with your own business, and you get in for $40. Not even going to start with that. So coaching, we get on calls together. We help each other to help others. You go through a new coach success starter training. Some of us are in that already. Hey, Brandy. Yes, girl. Yes. I love that. We get in, we support each other. We ask, we have questions that we help each other out with, so we work together. This is not something that you have to do alone. And you can ask any of us, like, we're not in this alone. If you are, it's because you choose to be. It's not because the opportunity is not here, right? It's because you have chosen. And I will speak the truth here. When I first started, I loved going to the events when I could get to them, but then for some reason, I didn't want to do my busy work with other people. I wanted to do that part alone. Stupid. I went zero distance with my business when I went that way. Do everything with the community. It's about the experience. So the coaching part of it and the showing up for your healthy lifestyle part of it. The community is there. We add value to the groups. We go live into the groups. We give you recipe shares. We invite you to come onto live Zoom calls to do workouts, right? The timing doesn't work out for everybody, but there's so many different ways that we provide for you to be a part of the community. So lean into that, okay? So this is us right here. This is our team. Today actually was Flexin' Friday, and we showed up. You don't actually have to be on the Zoom to participate in Flexin' Friday. By the way, it's because one of the trainers for BOD, his name is Justin Flexin. And so he had already kind of started this Flexin' Friday thing. And so I just grabbed it and made it our team thing. So I told him we're gonna have tank tops made, by the way. Merch. We're gonna have some, yes, tapping into the community is wonderful. I'm loving the comments. So our smiley face, look at our happy faces after we work out, okay? Probably didn't start that way at 3 a.m., but afterwards, it felt great. Not everyone's working out at 3 a.m. Just the crazy Hawaii people sometimes. So it's time to disrupt what you're currently doing if it's not working, right? And I just had a talk with someone today about this, because they were already working out. They were already doing things. They were already active. But I asked that person, why did we start this conversation? Why were they kind of drawn to even think about doing what we're doing? Is what they're doing working? Just because they've been doing it for 3 years, right? You have to ask yourself that. So the definition of insanity, right? If what you've been doing forever might be what you're doing forever, but are you happy? Something needs to change, all right? So we're providing not just a workout and a shake. I talk about mindset. Again, this is stuff that you only get, though, if you choose to lean in. People are missing out because they're not leaning into it. And a lot of it does happen on the coach level as well. So that's why another reason why I say to start as a coach, because we work on mindset first, what you're reading, what you're listening to, right? Going through the new coach success starter, that's what I start with. Did you get your workouts? Did you start with yourself? Did you work out? Did you work on your mind? What are you listening to? Did you listen to 10 minutes of a podcast or that book I recommended? You have to start there, right? So we start with the mind. We move our bodies. We talk about how we're fueling our bodies with healthy meals, right? And there's mentorship. All of that is what we are. And we provide, and then that experience in that community grows because of those tools that we use, that we share in that experience together. So we have body, we have this program right now. A lot of us have gone through gut protocol. We have Beachbody Nutrition. We have Shakeology, where Brandy was like, I love Shakeology. It really does help just with cravings. Your coach will go into this more with you, but with just cravings, with filling in the blanks with your nutrition, it has pre and probiotics. It is not just a protein shake for those who try to compare it to that. It is not. So do your research, ask your coach. We have lots of third-party tools that we can share with you that can show you exactly what's in it. And it's just amazing, again, what the price point is, knowing what's in it. So lots to offer you there. Fewer coaches, this is opportunity, the coaching opportunity, again, to start. It could be for anyone, right? Anyone who wants to help themselves and others ditch that yeah, but, that yeah, but, like my hashtag for this season is quit quitting, start starting. That's 2 hashtags. Quit quitting, start, but just quit the quitting and start, but just quit the quitting and start starting, right? Just be honest with yourself. Can you do something today? Just something. So anyone who wants to make their health and fitness a priority, that's a really great way to level up. These are coaches. Anyone who has a craving for making some kind of additional income, has a craving for community, has a craving for recognition, has a craving for going to events. I just got this cool little sweatshirt Sherpa. You can't see it because of my background, but it's a hoodie that's enormous. It's like a blanket, and it's really too hot to wear in Hawaii, but it's amazing, and I'm going to take it home for Christmas. So they give us stuff just for helping other people. And yes, they're incentives, but they're fun incentives, and as a team, we enjoy them. So it starts with you. Like I said, you have to start with you. You have to take care of yourself. We like to inspire the people by sharing our journey and by inviting them to be a part of our community and part of our group. Create an environment and a tribe that has an energy and the experience that will keep people coming back. And again, if you yourself are not, and you've been a team member for a while, and if you're listening to this and you're like, I need that jump start, these tools have always been here for you. It's just making the decision to lean into them. Because I know some of us jumping into this is because you needed another jump start. I want this to be the time that you actually take advantage of the community part, because you've had the tools. So what's that middle piece? What's that piece that's missing, right? Of the puzzle? I'm pretty sure it's probably that community that's going to support you and that's doing it with you. Okay. So I'm showing up, like LaVon and I are always like, hey, how you doing today? You got to show up, like we got each other. So you're going to find those people within the community, or just getting into that group, knowing that I'm going to get into that bod group and post and share and, comment on other people. It's all about that. But you have to choose to look at it that way. So how can you work the business in pockets of time? You can hop on our power hours. You're never doing this alone. So I hold your hand through a new coach starter week where we do these little 5-minute activities together. The calls are a little bit longer just because I'm breaking it down. But after you learn it, it's like, oh, I got this now. Okay, 5 minutes, pockets of time, boom, 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 boom. You can choose to just do 5 minutes a day, or you can choose to do those activities in 5-minute pockets, but in 5-minute, 6 or 7 pockets of time throughout the day. If you want to move your business, it's yours, you own it, and what you want to do with it a little bit quicker, right? So it just depends on you and what you want out of it, how quickly you want it to go. All right. You can do it from anywhere. That's an easy one, really. I know Sam will pull up, at her, kids swim, get them in the pool, and away she goes. That's her office for the amount of time that she is there. I know LaVon has waited in the car and waited for her kids in the car. Here we go. She's done our team talks from the car. I don't know if I love that one because I feel like you were driving and talking. Yeah, exactly. Sam just did that an hour ago. So you can really do this from anywhere. So all of this, guys, you can pause it. I don't really want to get into this part because I want to get to the how do we get you started, right? I want you to know this information, not because I want you to start coaching tomorrow, unless you're like, oh my God, yeah, I want that income. I want to have my psychology paid for. I want all this. No, I want that for accountability. I would love to get 2 new people in the door so that they're my partners in November. That's awesome. Let's do it. Let your coach know. But I want you to start with just that feeling of I'm starting with that title of coach. And I want you to show up that way in the group. I want you to show up if I don't show up, no one's going to show up. I want you to show up I need to support the other people in this group. what would it feel like? What does it feel like when someone else supports me in the group? Let me be that person today. So I want you to just get in the door with that mindset. Even if you eventually maybe let that coach thing go, start with that, right? Start with that. And you can always add that back in. Love it, love it, love it. Yes. Yep. You're great. You know what, Brandy? I'm so proud of you just for showing up and like communicating like where we started. Remember where we started? We did not start that way. We did not start that way. So there is growth there. And that's what I love. And I think I brought this up to you guys on the call. I don't know if you were actually on that one or not, but it's the 80, like just with like in life, right? The 80-20 rule. 80% of the people that we get going with a specific challenge say we're going to start this 3-day refresh. And that was usually a pretty good one. Let's start with the lift more though. So I had a really great starting group with that group. I mean, everyone was excited to go, but I know how it goes. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, and people above me told me the same thing. Like, you just have to keep going, because it's always going to be 80% is going to, no matter what you do, because it isn't you, right? It is, we are doing it with all of you. Like, when I'm inviting you guys to come to these things is because I want accountability too. Like, that's not a lie. Like, it really is me. I'm doing it. I am not the one that invented any of this or created it. I'm not the expert in it. I know I'm like a step ahead of you, right? Especially with new programs like XP. Like, I'm literally doing this for the first time. I'm in week 2. So I'm a step ahead of anyone who's going to start with this program, right? So I know behind the scenes I can study and I do all that to be more knowledgeable to support everyone, but it really is like, we're doing this together. So you're doing great, Brandy. You really are. So just keep showing up and chipping away, right? That's how we do it. That's how we do it. So if you want to pause, read any of this stuff, if you have questions about it, read it. We do have a promo code to help you get in the door for those who are brand spanking new. We have that to help you just get started, okay? Sample workout. Oh, it's not this is just another like photo to show you like, this is what we do. We get together, right? 4 of us went to the summit event this year. I want to at least triple the number of us that go to San Antonio, because in the events, you think if I ask you to lean into the groups and you do that, you think that's going to level you up? Get to an event, right, Levon? Like, she's been to the events before. That is the fire. So we have our little regional events. Get to them. Hawaii, we need to step it up. Our network isn't too great here. That's why I'm flying to San Diego. I'm like, I need to be around people who are better than me. That's how we get better, right? And we have like 1 or 2 elite coaches here, but they don't run the big super weekend events. So like, I went to LA for the last one and was like this with Carl Deichler, who's our CEO. He knew my name. I was like, what? You know, so, but I need to be around those people because of where I want to go. Right. So if I just stay here and try to run my own virtual Zoom, like, that's not for me getting me to where I want to be in my personal development. Right. I mean, eventually I would love, if I was staying here though, Brandy, if I was staying here and I had already talked to the LA Market Council on how they, started theirs, because we don't have one. So I was like, how do I start it? Who do I talk to? We need one. We don't have one really. We have a Facebook group. We have a Hawaii coaches Facebook group that does nothing. So if I was not moving because of military in a year, I'd be like, let's do this. But the time it takes to get that going takes more time than what I have here. But if you know anybody, like, I would love to grow as many coaches as we can here together, and then like just get it going. Because it's important to have that regional gathering of coaches who are doing the same thing. So the big events like Summit, get to it, try to get on the Success Club trips, like, it all is amazing. Option 1, here we go. So if you're coming in, you're like, all right, you said something about the clean week. That's what I'm here for. Here we go. So the easiest way to get started and jump started, if you are like starting from 0, which none of you really are, nutrition, like what feels good, what doesn't. So, but just to start to clean things up a little bit after this weekend, get a little jump start into, oh yeah, that's what it feels like to eat better, And then we keep working on it because you're still going to have your Shakeology every day. You're going to be plugged into the family that's going to support you to continue with that journey. If you're looking for more energy or that, get better with your habits, this is what you're going to get in your little kit. And again, go through that guides, right? The Snoop group, it has more explanation on this. So basically it's a 3-day detox kit, if you will. 3 days of meal planning. It's so easy. You fill in the blanks. We love our Mad Libs, right? Just like we do in our new coach training. It's a Mad Lib situation. You open the book, you fill in the blanks. It gives you 3 lists to pick from. You're eating real food. So you're not like drinking everything, and like it's not like a lemonade cleanse diet or anything like. You're actually eating food, but it's from the list like we do for Portion Fix and To Be Mindset, how we teach our good healthy meal eating, right? So same concept, right? You work from a list and it's only 3 days and you can do it, right? And then you're set up to keep going. That's not what you're gonna keep doing, because it really is a lower caloric intake for those 3 days. So then we guide you into, okay, great job. Now we definitely want to, especially if you're doing a workout program, get you to your bracket for your caloric intake that is good for you to keep going on your journey. Okay, so we help you with all of that. But if you're interested in that, that's option 1. And all that pricing is already in the guides, but here it is for you right here, just to do the 3-day refresh with your first bag of Shakeology, $140 with the promo. Okay, super amazing deal. All right, even better, because if you're like, yeah, I really need to move my body, I need to be active more, I've struggled with that, then we need you to get in the door with this combo. Okay, with the Beachbody On Demand. So you have your online classes. We'll help you figure out the program that's best for you. There's so much, right, Brandy? Like Brandy just finished Lift More. Yeah. You're so good. I can't wait to finish. I love this program, but I've been on week 8 forever because I did the 4 weeks for everybody in between. So, but I'm like, oh my gosh, this program I've been doing since I was at my mom's house over the summer. I feel it's a great program. But she finished that and she started to dive into another program, but then was like, oh, you know what? This one's better for me. I say that to say there's so much as far as your options, right? If you try one program and it's not your jam, there's so many other things that you can be doing. I get excited when new launches come out. I usually will drink the Kool-Aid, be like, yes, let's go. I just get excited about that stuff, but just know that you don't have to do that. You just wait for it to eventually drop into the library, and it will. Unless you are someone like me who's like, this is what's going to keep me going. I need that new program. Like I'm already looking forward to December when Sure Thing comes out. I'm like, yes, I love me some Megan Davies and those bod ropes. Like, give it to me. Let's go, So I get excited for that stuff, but eventually it will just drop into your library, So you don't have to pay any extra. But to get all of that, this is $185. $185 is for your 3-day refresh and your Beachbody On Demand. Okay. Now, and the Shakeology for your first month. Right? All full refundable, 30-day money back guarantee. Listen, I also love our platform called Body. It's the interactive classes. So like today we did Justin Flexen's workout. It's on the Body. So he comes on live and there's a cast behind on the screen. You can actually be in that cast on the screen if you book early enough. I mean, you got to know, I don't know, Sam, have you ever figured out how early in advance you have to book the class? Did you figure that out?
I did figure it out.
Oh, tell me.
And I completely forgot to tell y'all that I figured it out. And then, of course, I haven't done it yet because Andrea hasn't done another live.
Yeah.
I don't care. But basically, you do it right before the class is supposed to happen. So it's like, yeah.
The week.
No, like 24, I think they said 24 hours before the class happens. And it's like, you have to do like, it's so many seconds. I cannot remember exactly what they said. I feel like I saved it in my notes.
That's too much. They need to put that somewhere.
Right?
You would think it would be the earliest that you book the class.
No,
I've done that before.
It opens up 24 hours before.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know.
And then sometimes you can try, and because people cancel, you can hop on right before the class starts too.
Oh,
you have that option too, but it's 24 hours before, and it's a very small window. It's like like 11:59 in so many seconds.
Yeah, and they email you if you want to be part of the cast.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well,
it's definitely a numbers a time.
It's a tricky thing. Strategize it. You gotta strategize.
Yes, you gotta strategize it. Just like if you're trying to get on certain rides at Disney, you gotta strategize.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I had a friend that worked for Disney. He had an app and knew when to go to each thing. We were in and out of California Disney in like an hour. It was crazy. He knew the strategy because he worked for them. Anyway. So we gotta work for a body, so we know the strategy better. Which we kind of do, but behind the scenes on the stage, on the set for corporate. So anyway, that's what we're talking about is $21 for me monthly. And I pay for it because I see value in it. I love all the extra bonuses that come up after your workouts. It's like, oh, you want to do a 5-minute meditation? Yes, I do. I love doing flexibility work. 15-minute flexibility sessions, and all through body, right? And you can pick your trainer. Every time they come on and do a class, it's new music when it's a live class. So it's just really cool. It's different. So on the days that I have off, like on the weekends, if I have like a 5-a-day program as XP, I'll choose, and I still want to move on Saturday or Sunday, I'll choose one of those workouts on the body platform, right? And all throughout the week, I'm always looking on there for meditation because, again, mindset work, right? So for me, it's worth it to pay that $21. But guess what? They've just gave us the option to get you started with $60 more. You can get started with that also for a year. So the math, I did it here. I pay for a year, $21 a month, $245 just for body, right? No, sorry. The total for this, for to add $60 to this price is $245. So I paid $252 just for the body, not even for anything else. Not my Shakeology, not the bod platform. So for me, exactly, cheaper than a gym membership. Crazy, right? So anyone also listening to this who doesn't, if you have like Brandy, you just signed up over the summer, so it's not as smart for you to do this. Like some people who have their renewals coming up, we're canceling everything and signing up with this deal because it makes more sense to just keep going, So Sam, you have something to say? Are you typing in? I was
gonna type in and be like, that's what I did because I wanted Sweat and Skull. My subscription was gonna renew in December anyway, so I was like, why not just do that?
Yep.
So yeah.
So
and
December,
they refund you, and they prorate it too. I forgot. They prorate it too. So like as soon as I did that, they went ahead and gave me my $20 back for that month.
So it's a pretty sweet deal. So in December, I'll be doing that because I renew in December. So right before I'll cancel and then sign back up with the deal instead, because it just makes more sense. So that's that. If you are someone that we've already talked to about starting with the XP program, if you already have Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, then it's just unlocking it, which is like, I don't know, I forget, it's like $40 or something like that to unlock it, maybe a little bit more. If you want the ankle weights, which my sister and I talked today, she's like, I do not need those ankle weights yet. We do not need those ankle weights yet. It is fine, just lifting my leg up in the air with what she has us doing, the positions that we're in. But yeah, to get started, for anyone that does not have it at all, this is what I would suggest that we get started. So we have the nutrition, we have the meal planning, you're in the group. We'll get you in Andrea's group on Facebook, which is amazing. The energy in there is freaking crazy, and she's the creator. So, and then also our community. So you have both, but this is specific to this program. So I would want to put you in there if this is what you're starting with. Again, you could start with the 160 deal, but the best deal would be to get the year of body also with that. So you get that for $60 more with the promo code is -20. So if you are interested in the rides, you can check all this information out, but all I have to say is a 3-year membership, and you get the bike, and you get the weights, and you get the kettlebell, and you get the everything, and a 3-year body membership, and your first bag of I don't know if you get the Shakeology, but you get the 3-year membership, you get the warranty, and it's cheaper than Peloton. All right, so if you are interested in any of that, if you talk to your coach or your friend that got you onto this call, I want you to reach back out to them and say, hey, definitely interested in more about this, the 3-day